All right. Let's go ahead and take a seat. And if you've got tight hips, hip flexors, or low back issues, anything like that, always feel free to sit on a pillow or a couple of pillows, whatever feels best for you. But sitting it up nice and tall, lengthening up through the spine, lifting up through the top of the head, maybe rocking a little bit from side to side or rocking it from front to back. Just beginning to ground everything. And we're going to turn the rocking into some torso circles. So I think we've got some rocking going on from side to side. Maybe there's a lot of stress going on in the rocking. We'll just rock for an hour today. How about that? Let's just rock back and forth. Okay, let's go ahead and add torso circles here. So circling, circling that torso. And if you're up on a pillow, the torso circles can feel even better just because you're getting more range of motion. Good. Using this torso to do the circles, taking that around. And then let's go ahead and circle the other way. So the torso circles to the other side. See that front. And if you need support of your hands when you're doing these torso circles, feel free to do that too. So do whatever is working for you and your body. You know your body. You live with your body. I'm just here giving options. So circling the other way again. So going the other way and then go ahead and circle back. Very nice. Good. Sit that up tall. And if you have your blocks within grasping distance, go ahead and grab those blocks. Have those out in front of you. And let's go ahead and reach out for those blocks. So sitting up tall, reaching out for those blocks, and maybe allowing yourself to hinge forward. So imagining working on trying to keep our glutes grounded into the floor, rooted into the floor, but hinging forward at the same time. Thinking about that spine being long and lengthened rather than rounded. So instead of rounding those shoulders to those ears, think about that spine being long and using the length of those blocks and the length of your arms to lengthen your spine. That can feel really good. So that nice hinge there. Let's take that left hand and go ahead and put it over to the right block. That right hand, you can place it right on top of there. Ooh. And just that little minute lengthening. It's good. Let's go ahead and switch that. And then take that left hand on top of the right hand and with just that little breathing as well, using that inhale and exhale. That can help expand the rib cage, back rib cage, especially as we're in this forward fold. Good. Let's bring this back to center and bring ourselves up to center. Rock it a little bit from side to side. Rock it front to back. Good. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up. So adding in that sun breath. And then exhale and press this down. Let's inhale and sweep this up. And exhale and press this down. And inhale and sweep this up. As we exhale, let's go ahead and drop that right hand. Reach over with the left. So lengthening through the left side of the body. Reaching with that left arm. Then let's go ahead and open up our torso. So let's take our left hand to our lowest rib. So right down here in that waist area, your lowest rib cage, part of the rib cage. And maybe twist open here. And breathe. Very good. Let's bring ourselves up to center. Roll those shoulders back. And roll that forward. And roll that back. And roll that forward. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up. Go ahead and drop that down again and reach this over. Good. Now we're lengthening through the right side of the body. And let's take this to our lowest rib, to our waist, and open that right side and breathe. And then bring this back to center. Roll our shoulders back. And go ahead and roll that forward. And roll that back. And roll that forward. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up. And exhale and press that down. And inhale and sweep this up. As we exhale, let's drop our left hand to our right thigh. Right hand, let's follow our spine down and twist. First spinal twist. So good. And breathe it here, breathing it deeply. And exhale that out. And again, inhale. As we exhale, bring this back to center. Good. Let's inhale, sweep our arms up. And exhale and press this down. And inhale and sweep this up. Let's take our right hand across. Left hand follows that spine down and twist. Woo. And breathe. Good, bring this back to center. Inhale and sweep our arms up. And exhale, press that down. Inhale and sweep this up. As we exhale, let's go ahead and clasp our hands behind us. Or if you can't clasp your hands, then grab your strap and use your strap to hold behind you. But we're going to open up that chest, opening up those shoulders. Drop our chin to chest. Lift that head to center. Look over to the right. Look over to the left. Head back to center. Drop right ear towards right shoulder. And drop left ear towards left shoulder. And bring that back to neutral. Good. Go ahead and release those hands. Or if you've got a hold of that strap, release that. Shake that out. Let's inhale, sweep this up. And exhale, press it down. And inhale, sweeping it up. As we exhale, let's go ahead and clasp our hands behind us again. So opening this up. And through that. Nice open, drop that chin to chest. Lift that head to center, look to the left. Look to the right. And head back to neutral. Very good. And you can release that. Roll those shoulders back and roll that forward. Good. Roll those shoulders back again and go ahead and roll that forward. Very nice. If you're sitting on something, you can go ahead and get off that. Move that over. And we're going to lean it back right here. Take our legs wide and go ahead and drop our knees from side to side. So windshield wiper those legs. And you can have your feet planted on the floor, or you can be lifting them up. And whatever feels best for you, whatever works best for you. Let's keep our right foot in front, zigzag those legs. Sit this up tall, twist over to our left first. So torso is twisted, or torso is lifted and then twisting. And then let's go ahead and do a big twist to the right. So big, oh, one of my favorites. Big twist to the right, hip, glute, inner thigh lifted up off of the floor. Looking over that shoulder, eyes looking over shoulder. And then let's go ahead and bring this back to center and twist quick for 4. Let's take this for 4 and center. It's 3 and center. It's 2 and center and last 1 and back to center. Good. Lean this back and drop those legs side to side. Good, let's keep our left leg in front. Sit this up tall, twisting over to the right first. And then big twist to the left. Oh, enjoy that big twist. Enjoy that hip glute. Inner thigh lifted up off the ground, looking over that shoulder. And bring this back to center, and let's go quick for 4. Take this for 4. And center. It's 3. And center. It's 2. And center. And last 1. And back to center. Very nice. Let's bring ourselves forward. So I'm just bringing myself forward. So now I'm on all 4s. And then coming up onto all 4s. So shoulders over our wrists, hips over our knees. Let's go into a little bit of cat and cow. So let's drop that belly to the floor, eyes to the sky. Round our spine, take our chin to chest, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. Round that spine, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. Round that spine, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. Round that spine, exhale. Let's stretch our shoulder and our back. So let's lift our right arm up. Sweep this through, thread the needle, take the temple on the floor. So the side of the forehead, taking that on the floor. Both of our palms are pressed down into the floor. If you want to do a bind or a wrap, you can take that top arm and wrap that around to reach for the thigh of the opposite leg. So I've got my left arm reaching around my back for the top of my right thigh. You don't have to do that. It's just a little bit more of a shoulder opener. Good, and then let's go ahead and release that top arm if you were using that and press ourselves back up onto all 4s. Cat and cow again. Drop that belly, inhale. Round that spine, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. Round that spine, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. Round that spine, exhale. Good, let's flatten through that back again. Now let's bring the other arm up. So lifting that other arm up, thread the needle on this other side, temple on the floor, both palms on the floor. And if you want, you can take that top arm and reach that around and bind that. And breathe. And then let's go ahead and release that arm. Press ourselves back up all 4s. Drop that belly, inhale. Round that spine, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. And round that spine, exhale. Good, let's go into some bird dogs. So our first balance, go ahead and lift our leg up, flex through our foot. You can keep this here. If you want to go a little further, let's lengthen out through our left arm. So we've got that bird dog balance right here. We're going to take elbow to knee. Let's go 8 times today. So let's bring this in for 8 and reach. It's 7 and reach. It's 6 and reach. It's 5 and reach. 4 and reach. 3 and lengthen. It's 2 and lengthen. And last one. Let's reach it and hold. Good, release the arm, release the leg. Let's take it into child's pose. So let's sit our glutes back towards our heels, lengthen through our arms. Wonderful stretches all over the place. So getting the fronts of those feet, lengthening through those arms and that back. Very good. Looking at our fingers, let's walk our fingers towards the front edge of our mat, grip the floor, bring ourselves back up onto all 4s, cat and cow again. So drop that belly, inhale, round that spine, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale, round that spine, exhale. Good, flatten through the back. Let's go ahead and take ourselves to the other side. For that bird dog on the other side. So lift our left leg up. You can keep this here, or if you want to go a little further, you can add in that right arm balance. And we're going to go elbow to knee 6 times. If you've got your arm down, that knee just comes in. So lengthening through this, and let's go for 8 and reach. Here, 7 and reach. 6 and reach. It's 5 and reach. 4 and reach. 3 and reach. It's 2 and reach. And last 1. Reach and hold. Good. Release the arm. Release the leg. Child's pose. Let's take this back. Very nice. Breathing in this child's pose. Let's look forward at our hands and let's walk both of our hands over to the right, and then go ahead and take that left hand, place it right on top of that right hand, and try and get that left glute over towards that left heel, and you'll get a good stretch of the left side of the body. And then let's go ahead and walk hands over to the other side. So walking that over, and then let's take our right hand on top of that left hand and try and get that right glute to that right heel. Oh. And then bring this back to center, back to that nice child's pose. Breathing this here. Good, bring ourselves back up onto all fours. Go ahead and take those blocks, place them where you want them for our sun salutations. We're gonna go there in a few moments. Blocks there at the front edge of our mat, by ourselves on all fours. We're gonna go into our first downward facing dog. So let's go ahead and curl our toes under, keep our knees bent, and lift our tails to the ceiling. So lengthening through that spine. You can super duper bend those knees, maybe even bring that belly to the top of the thighs to stretch through that first. And then begin to pedal our feet towards the floor. Waking up the backs of the legs. Also waking up those shoulders, wrists, whatever else is going on. So pedaling that down. Let's drop both of our heels down towards the floor. Maybe nod that head, yes. Or shake that head, no. Good, lift up on our toes, our heels are high. Let's drop both of our heels over towards one side. And then bring us back up center and drop those heels over towards the other side. And bring that back center. Let's walk our feet to meet our hands until we're in a standing forward fold at the front edge of our mat. Good. So we've got those blocks right there. Let's go ahead and ragdoll ourselves first. So let our arms dangle, planting our feet into the floor. So all the toes, the heels, relax the head and neck, maybe nod or shake. Got those arms dangling. Let's take opposite elbow with the opposite hand, make a frame for that head. Yes. Remembering to breathe deeply, and you can really feel the expansion of that back rib cage. Oh, that nice opening. Go ahead and let those arms dangle again. And then we can use our blocks. You don't have to use blocks here. I like to use blocks because I get fuller extension. More mobility. Let's go ahead and inhale, lengthen through the spine. Hands are right on those blocks or those shins. We've got a nice flat back into a table. Exhale, release it back into forward fold. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, release. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, release. Now our head has been low for a little while. We're going to bring ourselves all the way up. So take your time and bring it slow. Let's inhale, sweep our arms up nice and big. Exhale, cactus those arms back. Inhale, lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Nice flat back. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. One more time with these cactus arms. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around to chair. Good. Inhale and lifting ourselves up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around a chair. Inhale, lengthen up or sweep it up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, nice long spine. And then release that. Keep our right foot forward. Take our left foot back into a nice lunge. Left hand is on a block or on the floor. Let's go ahead and spinal twist open to the right. Very good. Let's take our right shoulder, right arm to the inside of that right leg. If you want to use that block here, you can do that. Feel free to have that block there. So you have both of those blocks. So you've got that hand towards the inside of the leg. Maybe able to open up that hip a little bit. Let's drop our left knee, uncurl our toe, bring ourselves up into a crescent. Oh, on the floor, very nice. Lengthen through this. Oh, that's such a good stretch. And then go ahead and bring ourselves forward. You can scoop that block, bring ourselves back up, take our right foot back to meet our left foot into a top of plank. Strong top of plank here. Shift our weight forward, drop to front to the knees, uncurl our toes. Take the heart down to the floor. Go ahead and lift that heart up off of the floor. Curl our toes under, lift them, press. Downward facing dog and breathe. Good. Let's center our weight here, and we're going to do a 3-leg down dog. So lifting our right leg up, we've got our 3-leg down dog. A breath in this 3-leg down dog. And then let's go ahead and bring our leg back through. So you can walk that through, help that through, however you can get it there. Grab both of those blocks, and let's go into a balanced warrior 3. So using the strength of our legs, using the strength of our arms, let's go ahead and lift ourselves up, balanced warrior 3. Bring that foot forward, a nice standing forward fold. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around a chair. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Left foot's going to stay forward, right foot's going to go back. So right hand on the block or the floor. You can put that other block away, or you can have it to the inside, because remember, we're going to bring our arm to the inside. So let's first open it up. And then let's go ahead and take our left shoulder to the inside of our left leg. And you can use that to open up that hip a little bit. Drop that right knee, uncurl that toe, and let's bring ourselves into a crescent on the and then go ahead and bring ourselves forward with that back leg. Take our left foot back to meet our right foot into top of plank. Shift our weight forward, drop to front to the knees, uncurl our toes. Take the heart down to the floor, lift the heart up off of the floor. Curl our toes under, lift and press, downward facing dog. Breathe. Good, let's center our weight. We've got our 3-leg down dog with our left leg lifted. Got a breath here. Let's go ahead, bring our leg forward. Left leg comes forward back into that lunge. Let's use both of those blocks into a balanced warrior 3. Lift that up. Very good. And then release that foot forward. Very nice. So that whole cycle that we just did on each side, we're going to do that 2 more times on each side. So we'll have done it 3 times everywhere all together. So let's go ahead and lengthen through our spine. Inhale, exhale, and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around a chair. Inhale, lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Our right foot's going to go forward, left foot's going to go back. Left hand on block or floor. Let's open up, spinal twist. Very nice. So everything we just did, we're going to do it again 2 more times. So that means we're going to take our arm to the inside of our leg once again, opening that up. Ooh. Drop that back knee, uncurl that toe, bring ourselves up, crescent. And then go ahead and bring ourselves forward. Lift that up, take that foot, right foot back to meet that left foot, top of plank. Shift our weight forward, drop to front to the knees, uncurl our toes, take the heart down, lift that heart up, baby cobra. Curl our toes under, lift and press, downward facing dog, and breathe. Let's center our weight, 3-leg down dog, 1 breath. And then let's bring that leg through, take this back through into a nice lunge. And let's go ahead and use both of our blocks. Prepare ourselves for our balance warrior 3. Bring it up and forward, balance warrior 3. Very nice. And then bring that foot down to meet the other foot, standing forward. Good. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around a chair. Inhale and lift this. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Left foot's going to stay forward. Right foot's going to go back into lunge. Right hand on block or floor. And let's spinal twist this open to the left. Let's take our left arm, left shoulder to the inside of that left leg, using that shoulder or elbow to open up that hip. Let's drop that knee, uncurl that toe, crescent. Good, bring ourselves down. Lift that leg back up. Let's take our foot back to meet the other foot into top of plank. Shift that weight forward, drop to front to the knees, uncurl our toes. Take our heart down, lift our heart up. Curl our toes under, let that press. Downward facing dog. And good, let's center our weight. Lift our left leg. 1 breath. Bring that leg through. Back into that lunge. Good, and then go ahead and grab those blocks, lifting into that balance warrior 3. And then let's bring that foot down and forward. Very nice. We've got that 1 more time on each side. Let's inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around a chair. Inhale and lengthen this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flatten through that back. Exhale and release. Right foot forward, left foot back. Left hand on block or floor. Open this up. That's the good thing about doing this 3 times on each side is by the 3rd time, you finally got it figured out. Let's take that arm to the inside and your body has it figured out too. It's like, oh, I know where we're going now. Yeah, and maybe you can open up a little deeper now that you're comfortable with where you're at. Your brain has made those neural pathways of like, yes, I know what the next move is. Let's drop that knee, uncurl that toe, and crescent, reach. And bring that forward. Good, lift that back leg. Let's take that foot back to meet the other foot, top of plank. Shift our weight, drop to front to the knees, uncurl our toes. Take our heart down, lift our heart up. Curl our toes under, lift and press, downward facing dog. And breathe. We've got that 3-leg down dog, so let's center our weight. Lift our right leg up, 1 breath. Bring that leg forward. Oh yeah. And then grabbing those blocks. Modified warrior 3. Bring that back leg up. Nice balance. And bring that foot forward, standing forward, fold. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around to chair. Inhale and lift. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Left foot forward, right foot goes back. Right hand on floor or block. Spinal twist open. Let's take that arm, shoulder to the inside of that leg. Oh yeah. Drop that knee, uncurl that toe, press it, reach. And bring ourselves forward. Lift that up, take that foot back into the other foot into top of plank. Shift our weight forward, drop to front to the knees, uncurl our toes. Take the heart down, lift that heart. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog, and breathe. Center our weight, lift our left leg up. Breath here. And bring that leg forward. Back into that lunge. Good. Let's grab both those blocks. Last modified warrior 3. Lift that up. Nice balance. And then bring that foot forward. Standing forward, fold. Very nice. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around to chair. Good. Very nice. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Both feet back into top of plank. So now we're going to go into some pigeons. Let's shift our weight forward, drop to fronts and the knees, uncurl our toes, take our hearts to the floor, lift our heart up off of the floor. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog. So we've done a lot of 3-leg down dog. We're going to do one more. So we prepared ourselves for this. Let's center our weight, lift our right leg up, bend at our knee, and drop our heel over towards our glute. Just a nice breath here. And then let's bring that bendy back to center. And then let's go ahead and sweep our leg through, taking ourselves into our pigeon on the floor. And feel free to use support here under that hip if you need it. And you can be on your hands, you can be on your elbows, or you can be all the way down onto the floor, whatever feels best for you here today. And remembering every day is different. Sometimes you're super flexible and able to go all the way down on the floor, and sometimes it's like, nope, not going to. But just stretching into this nice, wonderful pigeon. If you are all the way down, go ahead and press yourself halfway up. We're going to swing our back leg around. So go ahead and swing this leg around. So swinging our leg around. Flex through our foot. Bring our right leg into our chest. Give that a nice big hug. A nice hug here. Go ahead and take that leg over other leg. Wrap the arm and let's twist here. And breathe. Then from here, we're going to go into that full pretzel. So what we're trying to do is we're just going to bend our left leg and bring this in. Try and sit our glutes to the floor. So nice pretzel here. And breathe. This is one that I have to breathe deeply because everything in my hip flexors, in my quads, in my glutes are balled up tight. Wants to hold on to everything. So I have to think about my breathing. I have to think about letting that go with every exhale, trying to soften and melt. Make the muscles molten. Very good. And then let's go ahead. We can release that leg back straight. That right leg is still over left. You can go ahead and uncross that now. Get that a nice big hug again. We're kind of going backwards now. So we're going to swing that leg back around. And we've got our right leg in front of us. So we're back in that pigeon. And then we're going to press ourselves up into a downward facing dog right here. Very nice. And breathe. Enjoy this inversion, head being lower than the heart. Very nice. And then let's walk our feet to meet our hands. So we're in a standing forward fold right there at the front of our mat. Let's go ahead and inhale, sweep our arms up nice and big. Exhale it around to a chair. Inhale it up. Exhale it, dive it down and over. Both feet back into top of plank once again. So now we've got our pigeon and we're going to do the other side. Let's go ahead and shift our weight forward, drop to fronts to the knees, uncurl our toes. Take our heart to the floor, lift our heart up off. Curl our toes under, lift down, press. Downward facing dog. One more time with our three-legged down dog. So let's go ahead and lift that leg up. But this time, let's bend at that knee and drop that heel over towards the glute. And breathe. Bring that knee back to center. And let's sweep this through into pigeon on the other side, feeling free to use support underneath your hip. And you could be on your hands, on your elbows, or all the way down onto the floor. Just depends on the day. And breathe. If you are all the way down on the floor, go ahead and bring yourself back up to your hands. And we're going to swing our right leg around. So let's go ahead and, or actually, no, we're going to, yes, we're going to swing it around, but we're going to straighten it. It's like, what are we doing? Straightening that leg, flex through our foot, and let's go ahead and hug in our left leg. So give that a nice big hug. And then let's take our left with the right, wrap that and twist. Oh, so good. The twists are good today. Bring us back to center. And now we can bring this other leg. Bend it and try and get ourselves into that pretzel. So trying to center our weight, trying to get both of our glutes onto the floor. And breathe. Remembering to try and soften and melt. Use that breath as your tool to get into that deeper stretch. From here, let's go ahead and lengthen back through that leg. Take that left leg back over. And then we're going to swing our right leg back behind us. Our left leg is in front of us. So got ourselves back into that nice pigeon. And then let's go ahead and press ourselves back up into this downward facing dog. Enjoy the down dog. Enjoy the inversion. Let's take ourselves back into top of the plank right here. Good. Shift our weight forward. Drop your fronts to the knees. Uncurl our toes. take our heart down to the floor, lift our heart up off of the floor. Very good. Very nice. And then release ourselves down onto the floor. Let's go ahead and strengthen through our backs a little bit. So let's take our arms out, legs out. We're going to lift our left arm and our right leg. So opposing muscle groups, an isometric hold, and we're going to breathe as we lift and fold. So lengthen up through this, using the glutes, using the shoulders, using that back, and breathe. This isometric hold is strength right here. Isometric means we're not moving. Okay, so go ahead and release that down, relax that forehead for a moment, and we're going to take it to the other side. The right arm and the left leg. Let's go ahead and lift this up. Right arm, left leg. Breathe. And release that down. We're going to do that one more time on each side. This is such a good strengthening movement for that back because we're adding in that breath too. So left arm and right leg. Once again, let's lift it, hold, and breathe. And then release that down, relax that. We're going to take it to the other side one more time. Right arm, left leg, lift and breathe. And release that. Good. Let's take our hands right by our chest. Press ourselves back into a nice child's pose. Oh, glutes go back towards heels. Very nice. Stretching through those arms, through that back. Good job. Take our hands right by our knees. Let's press ourselves up. Grab what you need for your final relaxation. If you use an eye pillow, you can grab that. We're going to place that off to the side or regular pillow blanket. And then grab your strap. And we're going to take ourselves onto our backs, stretch through our legs, and then have a few moments of relaxation. So taking ourselves onto our backs. Let's go ahead and take that strap, take it around that right foot. Use that strap to pull that knee in towards the torso. Let's lengthen through that left leg. Pulling this in. Oh, it's such a good hip stretch. Press up through our heel towards the ceiling. Pull that leg towards you. Let's take the strap into the left hand. Go ahead and drop the leg across the body. Deep twist. Taking that right arm off to the side. And let's look over to the right. So you are in a super duper twist right here. Spine is twisted, legs are twisted. Breathe deep. Maybe recognize where you're feeling this at on this side. And then when we get to the other side, kind of compare and be like, oh, am I feeling in the same areas or completely different areas? Just recognizing those things. Because you might feel it in the same areas or completely different areas. Like you might, on the other side, you might feel it in like, over here, you might feel it in your hip, ankle, glute, or none of those places. And on the other side, you might feel it in a completely different areas. Good, let's go ahead and bring our leg back to center. Pull that leg towards you. Let's bend it our other leg. Release that strap. Reach behind that foot, reach behind that knee, and imagine that we can fold that leg right onto the belly and chest. And then go ahead and release that. Good, let's take that strap around the other foot. And pull that in, lengthen through that leg. Let's press up through that heel to the ceiling, pull that leg towards you. And then let's go ahead and keep that strap in the right hand, and let's drop that leg across the body. So deep twist. Left arm is out, looking to the left. And recognizing that you might feel it in the same areas or completely different areas. But breathe this here. Enjoy this twisting. Enjoy this stretching. And let's bring our leg back to center. Pull it towards you. Bend at the other leg. Release that strap. Let's reach behind the foot, behind the knee, and fold that leg onto the belly, the chest and belly. Imagining that you can do that. And then release that. And let's move into final relaxation. Few moments of relaxation. You can grab that eye pillow and place it over your eyes. Lengthening our arms towards one end of the room, reaching our feet towards the other end. Really reach, reach, reach. Lengthen through that, lifting that low back up off the floor. Add an inch or two to your height here. Enjoy the heaviness of the eye pillow over your eyes. If you're using an eye pillow. Inhale deeply here. As we exhale, let's go ahead, sink and settle into the floor. Let those feet fall open, arms are open. Release the jaw, relax the face. Relax that whole body. So relaxing, let's go ahead and bend our knees. And tuck that tailbone under, drop that pelvis, or letting that back flatten against the floor. Up our knees over to your most comfortable side. Take yourself onto your side. And a breath or two here. And then let's slowly begin to press ourselves up and bring ourselves up into a seated pose. Getting that up tall, lengthening up through the spine. Let's inhale, sweep our arms up. Bring our palms together. Exhale. Eyes following our fingers, take our chin to chest. With that head center, take fingers to forehead. As we leave today, let us think thoughts of truth. Take our fingers to our lips. As we leave today, let us speak words of love. Giving hands to our hearts. As we leave today, let our lives be a light of truth and a light of love, having hearts of compassion and mercy, knowing that we have not been given the spirit of fear, but the spirit of love and the sound and peaceful mind. Deeply inhale and cleansing exhale. And one more time, deeply inhale. And big exhale. And have a wonderful rest of your day.